Hey guys, Samurai here, back again with another video. Ash has caught a lot of Pokemon over the many years of the anime, and we can all admit at one point we asked, hey, what if this Pokemon evolved? Yeah, whether we want to admit it or not, we have always asked that question about one of Ash's Pokemon. One of the main Pokemon we've asked this question about is Ash's Cyndaquil, shown to be one of his underrated Pokemon, definitely. You can check the Ash's underrated Pokemon list for, if you want to see that entry, slight little plug. But yeah, with Legends Arceus coming out, I decided to do Ash's 3 starters being Cyndaquil, Oshawott, and Rowlet, making a what if based on all 3 of them on what if they evolve. Now, but first I want to give a huge thanks to kuroblitz. He helped me bounce around ideas, come up with a lot of concepts, so be sure to give him a sub. Okay, well, let's start off. What if Cyndaquil evolved? So to start off, we're gonna set this in Jasmine's gym battle. This is where a lot of people agree he should have evolved at, and I can agree. It's very far off into the series, and Cyndaquil has been with Ash a long enough time to, agree that he's gained strength. Not to mention, Bayleaf was already evolved at this time, so it already made sense to evolve another one. Now, this battle was actually pretty tough because, as we know in the original canon, Cyndaquil was very close to losing. But luckily, Cyndaquil gains the strength, stands back up, but instead of using an extra powerful flamethrower, he evolves into Quilava and easily one-shots Steelix. Now that that's done and settled with, after they leave Jasmine City, or Olivine City, as I just remembered the name right now, they run into a familiar face, this familiar face being none other than Casey. Casey's still on her journey, and knowing Ash, he wants to have a battle. Now this is a battle between Quilava and Casey's Meganium. Now Quilava doesn't evolve in this battle, but he does learn the move Flame Wheel. Flame Charge, neither Flame Blitz did not exist at this time, so I can't use those moves, but this is a good replacement. He does learn Flame Wheel, and this does help Quilava grow a lot in strength. And then we can move along to where we get to the outskirts of Blackthorn. But before that even happens, I forgot to mention something. The Bryce Gym battle. The Bryce Gym battle stays almost the same, except the win happens a lot quicker. I forgot to mention the Bryce Gym battle in my script, so I'm mentioning it off now, like off script. But now we can skip to the outskirts of Blackthorn 34, the Fire Type Festival. This festival is hosted by none other than the Cinnabar Gym leader, Blaine. Blaine does this in order to celebrate Fire types and their amazing raw power. Ash definitely wants to enter the tournament, but he meets 2 familiar faces that we know, but Ash doesn't know one of them at this point. One of them being Gary and the other one being Harrison. Gary plans to enter with his Arcanine, and Harrison plans to enter with Blaziken, a Pokemon from the Johto region, a region Ash or any of his companions have not been to before. So this tournament is looking to be quite heated. The tournament starts. Ash wins his first round pretty hardly because it was a Rapidash. Next up, we have Harrison, who wins his first match easily against the Magni. Gary follows suit after defeating a Magmar, so we can definitely see that these trainers are top tier. We can skip to the semifinals where Gary goes against Harrison and loses against Blaziken due to not having many information on it. Ash wins his semifinal match against a Houndoom, and it was pretty close. And the finals are set, Ash versus Harrison. And it's a pretty brutal battle between Blaziken and Quilava. But Blaziken is just too fast and hits too hard for Quilava to make a comeback. Just as Quilava is about to fade, its flames start burning hotter and brighter than ever before. And all of a sudden, it evolves into Typhlosion and learns Fire Punch to counter Blaziken. Both Pokemon clash multiple times, but Typhlosion ends up succumbing to its damage prior and faints. Harrison and Ash do end up talking after the tournament and after the festival entirely, and Harrison just talks about how he plans to enter the Silver League and how he just got his 8th gym badge. Now we can skip up to the league. I don't think that the Blackthorn City gym badge would really change because Charizard's already there, and while I could write an interaction, I just don't feel like it's really worth it. But let's go on to the league. The prelims stay the same except for Ash beats Jackson. Instead of the Pokemon tying like we saw in Taiwan, Ash beats Jackson due to Typhlosion being way stronger than it originally was, and ends up defeating Magnemite and Meganium. Now, we can skip the Gary battle because that's clearly Charizard's golden moment. But now we can skip to the battle against Harrison, and it goes the same, but instead of Ash calling on Charizard, he calls on Typhlosion. And it's Typhlosion versus Blaziken, Gen 2 versus Gen 3. A perfect passing of the torch, if I do say so myself. This battle is way closer than the first one. Typhlosion ends up putting up a really good fight with Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, Flamethrower, and Flame Wheel. Blaziken also equally brings the fire with its Blaze Quick, Close Combat, Thunder Punch, and Focus Blast. I have no idea if Focus Blast exists, I just don't want to remember the set at all. But this match is definitely very close. Typhlosion ends up putting up a good fight, but does lose. This definitely was Typhlosion's shining moment, as it put up a really good fight. It almost ends scene for scene, except Typhlosion is the one fainting in this scenario. Now, one thing I want to bring up is the Sinnoh lead. Ash beats Nando a lot faster than he would have done it in the usual canon. Instead of relying on Heracross, he relies on Typhlosion, which now that it has gotten more experience, he learns a new move as well to defeat Nando. He learns Eruption. Now, Eruption is an incredibly powerful move and was the signature move of Typhlosion in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Eruption is an incredibly powerful move and ends up one-shotting Nando's Armando and Pikachu. You could say this was his Gibble moment. Well, that's the end of the video. Yeah, this video was a lot shorter than my usual what ifs. I think this would actually work. I would love to see Ash's Cyndaquil return back in the anime, maybe to even evolve into Typhlosion. A lot of people are starting to like, but I think Infernape's going to be the bigger candidate to return out of all the fire types. If not Infernape, maybe Charizard, considering how much they love Gen 1. But I definitely want to see Quilava get some love. He definitely deserves it. I was probably robbed in his original series because Charizard kind of overshadowed him for a majority of the time. And I'm not saying Charizard being added wasn't a good thing. I enjoy Charizard in the original series, but I'm just saying that the Johto starters kind of got shafted by the original series starters, as we barely see the Johto starters return. If Ash ever decides to take on something in the World Championships, I hope he brings back the Johto starters in the same vein he brought back the Kanto starters against a tough opponent. Maybe Ash could reconnect with his second wave of starters, and we could actually get Totodile evolving into Croconaw, Typhlosion evolving in Typhlosion evolving. We can get Quilava evolving into Typhlosion. I'm doing this part unscripted, as you can tell. So yeah, that is the video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Next time I'll be doing what if Oshawott evolved, but that won't happen for a while. I want to get all these videos out before Legends Arceus come out, and again, a big thanks to kuroblitz for helping me with this. He definitely helped me with a lot of these what ifs. He helped me bounce around some ideas and change some ideas overall. So thanks. Remember to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. My socials are in the link down below, and Samurai out.